All right, I just wanted to go through some of the metering tools that I use. These are the ones that I rely on. However, if you don't have them, you definitely need a frequency analyzer. So in the metering, in Logic, there's a multimeter. So it'll be very similar to the span here. So it'll give you, actually this is free, so you can just download Voxengo span and just have that same tool. And then you will also kind of need a loudness meter, which I have a few different types of. Loudness meter in Logic, or it looks like this. It's measuring in LUFS, which is loudness units, something or another. And this is basically what it does, the same thing, the short-term LUFS and long-term LUFS across the entire song itself. So let's look at this. So first of all, Voxengo span, that's what I use the most. Having a frequency analyzer like this is invaluable when mastering because it allows you to see exactly what the frequency response is of the track and helps you spot any problem areas in the frequency spectrum. I use span to see all the buildup of frequencies and make sure that everything is looking good, and use it to spot abnormalities and things like that. It's been a lifesaver multiple times, helping me spot where my tracks are sounding muddy or when I'm adding too much harshness, because you'll be able to see in the window where those frequencies are. And then I use the dynameter from Meter Plugs, Any and Shepherd, and it just tells me if my mixes are dynamic or my masters are dynamic enough. And the same goes with the loudness penalty plugin, which tells me if the track is going to be turned down by YouTube or Spotify or needs to be turned up by them, at which point I'll try to get closer. I'd rather have it turned down a dB or two than needing it to turn up a dB or two, because not all streaming services do turn your mixes up. So making sure that's I want to make sure of that. And then the loudness, the loudness penalty plugin, and then this loudness meter from Waves is great. And then I use Sonarworks reference. So Sonarworks reference helps me, it tunes my room and tells me if and makes my frequency response of my monitors flatter. So this is the true frequency response of my monitors in the room. So as you can see, big hole here and a lot of extra low end that now makes me understand why I kept adding a bunch of low end, or kept thinking that everything was a little bit too bass heavy in the sub frequencies, but it's just because of the way my room is set up. And as you can see, there's some dips here and there, but having Sonarworks helps me hear the tracks much better. However, you won't be able to hear it in this case because it doesn't really, it only works through my speakers, doesn't work via video. So I'm going to leave that off for now. And then I also use Perception from Meter Plugs, which is a plugin I'll show you later, which just helps me understand whether what I am adding to the master or the mix is actually making my song or record sound better, not just louder, because even something that sounds 1 to 2 dB louder you will automatically feel like that sounds better. So let's see what happens when we play something, and you'll see some information coming through here. This is another Now by one of my insider members, Simon Ryder, who produces under the name Ryder, and this is just sort of a quick ambient electronica track, which is just to demonstrate how this works, or what you can see here. So as you can see, the long-term LUFs are 17, short-term are 18. It's super dynamic on the dynameter. It needs to be turned up 4 dB or so on Spotify, almost a little bit more. So all of these streaming services have slightly different algorithms or whatnot, and you can see how this mix is very, very good. So there's not a lot that I would be needing to do with it. But you can see the frequency response here. Maybe this is a dip that will be filled by an instrument later on in the mix. But other than that, it just needs a little balancing in the frequency spectrum and maybe some extra compression and limiting just to get it sounding a little bit louder. It is technically too quiet, and obviously I gained it up 3 dB, so it's actually much quieter than it needs to be, but it also gives me plenty of headroom to work with and to use my plugins to make that master sound as good as possible. So these are the metering tools that you might want to either find. Voxengo is free. The Waves is always on sale. The Dynameter is great. There's a web app of the Loudness penalty, which is free, you can use, but your stock plugins may also have variations of this, so you could find that inside your DAW as well. All right, let's see you in the next video, and let's start using some of these plugins to actually master some mixes.